Om. ॐ एकदन्ताय विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तन्नो दन्तिः प्रचोदयात्। ॐ ऐङ्कार ह्रीङ्कार रहस्ययुक्त श्रीङ्कारगूढार्थमहाविभूत्या ओंकारमर्म प्रतिपादिनीभ्यां नमो नमः। श्रीगुरुपादुकाभ्याम् उग्रं वीर्यं महाविष्णुं ज्वलन्तं सर्वतोमुखं नृसिंहं भीषणं भद्रं मृत्युं नमाम्यहम्। ॐ ह्रीं श्रीं ॐ। All of you can join with me. Om Aim Hreem Shreem Om. Om Aim Hreem Shreem Om. Om Aim Hreem. The connection went off due to the disconnectivity of the internet. Welcome to today's class. I'm happy to meet you all today. I appreciate your interest in this Shastra. I will summarize for some newcomers what has gone so far. Then we will start and continue. I started this session with a declaration that Tattvamasi. This Tattvamasi is the Mahavakya available in Chandogya Upanishad, one of the Mahavakya. So many there are so many Mahavakyas. Out of that, one is Tattvamasi Mahavakya. It says Tat, which means that Brahman, the Shuddha Chaitanyam or the pure consciousness, Brahman, Tat, or Ishvara or Atman, is Tvam, you. Tvam means you. It says you are Brahman. And the ultimate reality, what the Vedic religion of Sanatana Dharma is based on this fact. This is the ultimate realization. But the Jiva who exists in this physical body is not able to understand this due to the limitations. Limitation of the physical body, mind, and sense complex. The Jiva, which is the reflected consciousness, thinks that I am limited. So the Jiva experiences Sukha or Dukkha. What is the solution? The only solution is to understand Aham Brahmasmi, Tattvamasi Mahavakya. So here the whole process starts. How to understand? The question begins. I am not able to understand. Why I am not able to understand? It is like this. If you go to a fifth standard child and you are telling about a great equation of mc squared, the child may not be able to understand what it is. I don't understand. Even I don't understand why my father and mother are often fighting. The child cannot understand why always my mother and father are fighting. Then how come he will understand or she will understand about E is equal to mc squared? So we are like children. We need to grow. What we need is maturity. Not only the physical maturity, mental maturity. So that Shastra, the Vedas, give us Karma Kanda. In Karma Kanda, the Vedas speak about praying Ishvara, praying Devatas, doing Hamans, Yajnas, visiting temples, building temples, visiting temples, leading a dharmic life. caring, sharing. All these dharmas and means of arthakama are told in Karma Kanda. Then the jiva begins his life sailing in the boat of Karma Kanda, and once he becomes eligible, he will be introduced to Jnana Kandam. Jnana Kandam is the place where we find Tattvamasi, Mahavakya, Upanishads, etc. So now the jiva, after millions and millions of birth, it is going to touch Jnana Kandam. In any one of the human birth, after millions of birth of suffering, this jiva needs a guru to connect with Jnana Kandam. It is a great blessing in our life to see a guru. Once we see the guru, that is it. It connects with Jnana Kandam, and guru gives you the understanding. Before entering into this, the guru will give you the Chitta Shuddhi Marga. So he makes you fine-tuned. Like you take the gold ore from the soil and you are purifying. It is called sputam. Sputam means purification. Once the Chitta Shuddhi takes place, there is no need of teaching, further teaching. There is no need of guru, and the real sun is shining. Sun is hidden by the clouds, as we studied in Atma Bodham. When the clouds are moving away, the sun shines. Before that also sun was there. During the clouds, when they are hiding also, during the hiding process of the clouds also, sun is there, but not seen. And after the clouds are moving, the sun is realized. Like that, Jivaha is also Brahma. Jivo Brahmaiva na paraha. Na paraha. So, when Jiva is also equal to Brahman, it has to lose its Jivatvam. For that, we need to go for Upasana. In the previous classes, I narrated Upasana is the advanced level of Bhakti. It is a process of understanding the non-dualism. Bhakti is dualism, Dvaitam. It is depending on Ishvara. It is understanding Ishvara in Upasana Marga. So Sri Vidya comes under Upasana Marga, which is the best Marga for liberation. As I told, it is the only one Marga which includes Saguna Upasana as well as Nirguna Upasana. Both Saguna Upasana and Nirguna Upasana are told in Sri Lalita Sahasranama, and the Sri Lalita Trishati contains the Maha Mantra. If you take Lalita Trishati, there will be 20 mantras for Ka, 20 mantras for A, 20 mantras for E, 20 mantras for La, 20 mantras for the first Hrim, and so on. Kayai Lahrim, Hasaka Halahrim, Sakala Hrim will be there in the Lalita Trishati Archana Mantra, Namavali. One Amaji used to visit our temple, and she asked, Swamiji, please give me Diksha. What Diksha you want? Swamiji, I want Panchadashakshari Mantra Diksha. What is Panchadashakshari? I don't know. What are all the pujas you are doing? I asked. She was telling that I used to do Lalita Trishati. See, when butter is in your hand, you can make ghee by yourself. Where is searching for ghee when you have butter? So, butter is there, but better understanding is required. Only Guru can show, Amaji, what you are having, what you are studying for 20 years, it is containing the secret of Kayayalahrim, Asaka Halahrim, Sakalahrim mantra. Then a bright light came in her face. Oh, I am doing already. Yes, you are doing already. It is open to all. It is not a secret. It is as though told secret, but not a real secret. Only the requirement is the right understanding you need. So far we were studying about Kayalahrim mantra. I gave Om, Aim, Hrim, Shrim, and I explained. I will show the old slides also today, and I will take you to the next step, which is Dhyanam. So far, we were doing the understanding about the Sri Yantra. The Sri Yantra contains Nava Avarana. What is this Avarana? This Avarana is the Maya Shakti. Who is Maya Shakti? Maya is associated with reflected consciousness, one Ishvara, and she reflects in reflected consciousness to Jiva as Avidya. To remove Avidya only, we are searching Vidya, which is called Sri Vidya, Mahavidya, Atma Vidya. All these things already I have told, so I am rushing. So then we started understanding about the Navama Avarana. What is Avarana? Avarana is hiding. Vikshepa is projecting. To remove these hindrances, we have to do the sadhana of Sri Vidya. Why we should do sadhana of Sri Vidya? The reason is to remove the hindrances. As if you are peeling the coconut, you are peeling the 9 levels. Now, at the core, you have the truth. What is the truth? People used to show the onion example. If you peel onion, what will be there inside? Most of the people used to give the answer, nothing. But the answer is you. After peeling the onion, I am there. That's what we are doing. We will not say nothingness. We will say Purnam, everythingness. The whole life is Purnam. Having understood this, we started studying about entry of Sri Yantra. Sri Yantra has 4 entries. We are entering through eastern direction entry. And it has 9 avaranas. We studied about it. And today also we will see about certain facts. Lesson 1. I hope all of you will be having the printouts which we sent last week. So you can look the printouts. Lesson 1, Sri Vidya, Sri Chakra Navavarana Puja. Now I am sharing. I hope all of you will be able to see on screen. It is called Mandir Pravesham. To your right side, you are worshipping Om Aim Hrim Shrim Bhadrakalye Namaha. To your left side, Om Aim Hrim Shrim Bhairavye Namaha. To the top, Om Aim Hrim Shrim Lambodharaya Namaha. And Tattvam Achanam is purification, drinking 4 drops of sacred water from the Panchapatra Achamanam. It is Tattva Achamanam here in Sri Vidya Upasana as Achyudaya Namaha, Govindaya Namaha. Here, Om Aim Hrim Shrim, Aim Kayaila Hrim, Atma Tattvam Shodayami Swaha, Om Aim Hrim Shrim, Klim Asaka Hala Hrim, Vidya Tattvam Shodayami Swaha, Om Aim Hrim Shrim, Sauhu Sakala Hrim, Shiva Tattvam Shodayami Swaha. Om Aim Hrim Shrim, Aim Kayaila Hrim, Klim Asaka Hrim, Sauhu Sakala Hrim, Sarva Tattvam Shodayami Swaha. This I have given in English also, and better study in Sanskritam so that you will have the right pronunciation. Now, Kayayil Hrim, Hasaka Hala Hrim, Sakala Hrim seems to be just sounds. I told in the previous classes, Kayayil Hrim first line is Srishti. Hasaka Hala Hrim is Sthiti. Sakala Hrim is Samhara. And I told you to chant only Om Aim Hrim Shrim until I take you to the next Diksha. Please, all of you, do not confuse about Kayayil Hrim, Hasakala Hrim, Sakala Hrim. Just you continue with Om Aim Hrim Shrim mantra. That is enough. 108 times morning, 108 times evening, or one time 108 times is enough. But we are studying, we are not practicing now. What we are practicing? We are practicing Aim Hrim Shrim mantra only. With this understanding, further listen about Kayayila Hrim, Asakala Hrim, Sakala Hrim. Kayayila Hrim is the creation. Asaka Hrim is the Sthiti. Sakala Hrim is the Samhara. Samhara means destruction. And it is equal to Omkara. The Akara of Omkara is the first Kuta. The Ukara of Omkara is the second Kuta. The Makara of Omkara is the third Kuta. This is what we study. And today we will go further deep into this section in which we see two extra mantras. These two we have not studied. These are extra mantras. You are wondering about it. What are they? One is Klim, another is Sauhu. Today we will understand about Klim and Sauhu. Klim is time. Time principle is Klim. Klim has more application. Klim is told as Manmata Bija, Kama Bija, and Kali Bija. The fact is, Klim is all about the time. Where do we identify time in the Sri Yantra? Where do you understand about time? In the Trivalaya. Trivalaya means the three circles. In the three circles, you see time. Past, present, future. And Sauhu, this Sauhu is often used by us. Sauharyam, Saundaryam, Saukyam. All these things are Sauhani. This Sau is their space. Klim is the time and Sau is the space. I repeat, Klim mantra is the time, Sau mantra is space. Aim Vidya Bijam, Hrim Shakti Durga Bijam, Shrim Lakshmi Bijam, Klim is about the Kala, or Kali Bijam or Kama Bijam. Sauhu is space or Bhuvaneshwari Bijam. Sau is also called Bhuvaneshwari Bijam. So now we have 5 Bijas: Aim, Hreem, Shreem, Kleem, Sauhu. Further, we are going to study about this. Before entering into that topic, I would like you to understand more about the previous class. With this understanding, you have the total picture of this Achamanam mantra. This is the Mula mantra. Panchadashakshari is the topmost Mula mantra, which is used for same purification. Shodayami is Shuddhi, purification only. What are purified? Atma Tattvam is purified. Vidya Tattvam is purified. Shiva Tattvam is purified. Where are they? It is all there. They are all within us. So, Atma is Nitya Shuddha. There is no requirement for Atma. Since here Atma Pada, Atma Shabda, Atman Shabda is used here. This Atman Shabda, now when you are doing Tattva Achamanam, the Atman Shabda in the first line refers to Jiva, not to the Paramatma or Nitya Shuddha Buddha Mukta Atma. Atma is ever Shuddha only. You need not purify Atma. What to be purified then? Atma Tattvam Shodayami. We are using. I am purifying. Aham Shodayami. I am purifying Atma Tattvam. Why you should purify Atma? One may ask. There is no need for purifying Atma. Atma is Nitya Shuddha. Nitya Shuddha means ever pure. So here, why we are purifying Atma Tattva means, here it refers Jivatma. What is the difference between Jivatma and Paramatma? Jivatma is limited. Under Bandhatvam, under bondage. When bondage is released, Jiva is also Brahman. Then Vidya Tattvam Shodayami Swaha. Shiva Tattvam Shodayami Swaha. Here, Vidya Tattvam Shodayami Swaha includes Aim Hreem Shreem. Includes all these 3. Shiva Tattvam Shodayami Swaha indicates Ishvara. So these 3 are purified now. My understanding of this knowledge and my understanding about Ishvara, all these are made perfect now with the help of Kayala Hreem, Asakahala Hreem, Sakala Hreem. And Aim is always there. Aim is there. Aim Kleem Sauhu is there. Now if you leave Aim Kleem Sauhu and also check only the 15 aksharas, now these red letters are called Panchadashakshari mantra. Only these red letters. In English we are using 2-3 letters, and this is called a single letter, single syllable, Samyukta Aksharam. Hreem is Samyukta Aksharam. So in this way we can understand about this in this class. I have added Aim Kleem Sauhu. What is Aim? Already told, Vidya Tattvam. Kleem, what is Kleem? Kleem is Kala Tattvam and Sauhu is the Akash Tattvam. So with this Kala and space, Akasha, this Jiva is locked with an inbuilt program of liberation. That is the wonder. Ascharyavat Pasyami. Why it is a wonder? Because even though this avidya has covered this jiva is having a single point in which it is given default by Ishvara to understand in any one birth. That is the wonder. If that program is not done by Ishvara, we will never be able to understand Tatvamasi or Mahavakyas. So it is already inbuilt program, but it is sleeping. When it will be awakened, when you do this sadhana, it will be awakened. Your inner consciousness is within you, but it is not in active mode. Now you have to activate it. How to activate it? If you are able to activate, what are the benefits? Whatever you want, you are not limited. You will achieve. Everything will happen for you. The world is for you. So all our dukkhas will go off. Always we have to search for a permanent solution to come out of the disease. What is the disease? Bhavarogam. The previous class I used this word Bhavaroga Nivarini. Devi is Bhavaroga Nivarini. She removes the disease of Bhavaroga. What is Bhavaroga? Birth and death cycle. So with this introduction, now we will go to some. Now we have entered into the Sri Chakra, and I explained about the Trailokya Mohana Chakra, Sarvasa Paripuraga Chakra, Sarva Samkshobhana Chakra, Sarva Saubhakya Dayaka Chakra, Sarvartha Sadhaka Chakra, Sarva Rakshagara Chakra, Sarva Roga Hara Chakra, Sarva Siddhiprada Chakra, and Sarvananda Maya Chakra in the previous class. I hope you all will remember, and you will have the collected notes also. And today I'm going to introduce the meditation part. So far we are doing is the beginning of the Upasana part. Whatever the information I am pouring on you, just collect in a place, and later we will organize everything, then you will understand. So today I advise you to listen the meditation part. This meditation part is very essential, and as soon as you see this demo, you can immediately start doing the meditation. This is a recorded video I am going to display. When it is played, the volume will be very less. Don't hesitate to increase your volume. So here the volume is very less. You please increase your volume. Now the video is played. Please bear with me for 2 seconds. This is a very rough video. So you can listen or see for some time. So it takes time. Please bear with me. Video audio வருதா வசந்த்?
You should do the following Sri Vidya meditation. As I explained earlier, Upasana is external and meditation is only internal. The end of Upasana is meditation. The advanced stage of Upasana is going within. Now, take your two hands and keep Chin Mudra and overlap both. Keep at the lower abdomen level and visualize Muladhara Chakra. Then chant Om Aim Om Om Aim Om Om Aim Om. Now raise your hand position in the same manner, just above the lower abdomen, below the navel level, visualizing Swadhisthana Chakra. Chant Om Hrim Om Om Hrim Om Om Hrim Om. After a moment, raise your hand position in the same manner over the navel. Om Shrim Om Om Shrim Om Om Shrim Om. Namaskar Mudra. Visualize the heart chakra, Anahata, and chant Om Aim Om Om Aim Om Om Aim Om. Vishuddhi chakra Om Hrim Om Om Hrim Om Om Hrim Om. On Ajna Chakra. Om Shreem Om. Om Shreem Om. Om Shreem Om. Now create Mrihi Mudra and keep over the head, just touching the head. This is called Guru Peetam. Visualize the sandals of Guru and chant Om Aim Om. Om Aim Om. Om Aim Om. Again, Namaskar Mudra. Just above the head, visualize Gayatri Pita. Om Hreem Om. Om Hreem Om Hreem Om. After this, raise your hand to the maximum level you can. Visualize the Sahasrara Chakra, Sri Vidya Pita, where you visualize Shiva Shakti, Aikya Rupam, Sri Lalita Parmeshwari. Om Shreem Om. Om Shreem Om. Om Shreem Om. Again, the Pichi Mudra. Slowly come down, bring your hands to the regular position. Sit erect in the 10th center. Now, it is the same Ajna center in which you are visualizing the Nirguna Brahman, the Sachidananda Swarupam. Om Aim Hreem Shreem Om. Om Aim Hreem Shreem Om. Om Aim Hreem Shreem Om. After chanting 3 times louderly, then chant with whispering sound. Om Aim Hreem Shreem. Om Aim Hreem Shreem. Now go deeper and chant the mantra Trayakshari in mind. After chanting, just stop chanting. Be aware. Now the meditation begins. Be in silence. Go deeper into meditation. After some time, slowly come out of Nilaya Dhyana, meditation, be full of awareness. Now, bring your hands, Namaskara Mudra, Shanti Shanti. Open your palms. Before looking anywhere, look into the palms. Look your palms. Oh, that's it. This is just a demo. You can increase the chanting. Here now I showed for demo purpose three times every Bijakshara in related chakras. You can increase it to 12 times as you have time. As per the available time, you can increase. But minimum 3 times is essential. Initially, it will be with louder voice. Later on, you can do without louder voice, silently you can do. Initially, you may need the hand positions. Later on, you may not need hand position. So this is the procedure for the level 1 Sri Vidya meditation as per Samayachara Sampradaya, which we follow in Sri Lalitambika tradition. That's it. All this.
I hope you could manage listening the audio and video. Now again, I will make you understand more. We were discussing about the Kavacha Dhyanam in the previous classes, which I will again come with a video and understand the root chakra. The root chakra is called as Mooladhara chakra, for which you are overlapping your hands and taking it to the lower abdomen position. In this picture, it is clearly shown the Mooladhara chakra. To identify this chakra, you are going to the lower abdomen with overlapping chin mudras. Then you are raising to Swadhisthana. This is Swadhisthana. While doing in Mooladhara chakra, you are chanting Aim with Om. Om, Aim, Om in Mooladhara chakra. Then raise to Swadhisthana chakra. Om, Hrim, Om. Then Manipura chakra. Om, Shrim, Om. Anahata chakra. Om, Aim, Om. Vishuddhi chakra. Now Anahata chakra Namaskara mudra. Visuddhi chakra also. Vishuddhi chakra also Namaskara mudra. Om, Hrim, Om. Then Agnya chakra. Om, Shrim, Om. Then Guru Pitam. Om, Aim, Om. Above that Gayatri Pitam. Guru Pitam is this. Gayatri Pitam is above that. Gayatri Pitam is Om, Hrim, Om. And Sri Vidya Pitam is Om, Shrim, Om. Using these mantras, we are covering 9 chakras. And I told you about the 10th center. Dashamasthana is the important point in Samayachara Sri Vidya tradition. In other traditions, 7 chakras are there, 12 chakras are there, and more chakras are there, but they don't understand about the 10th center, which is the Dashamasthana. The Dashamasthana or Dashamaha Vidyasthana is Om, Aim, Hrim, Shrim, Om. All together, all mantras together. How to chant? 3 times loudly, 3 times whispering, 3 times in mind. After that, you don't chant any mantras, just observe what happens to you within. Sit silently for some times. This Om, Aim, Om chanting, you have to do it for 3 times. Om, Aim, Om, Om, Aim, Om, Om, Aim, Om. Like that, you have to do for 3 times in all chakras. And while coming to 10 center, 3 times louder, 3 times whispering, 3 times in mind. That's all. But if you have time and interest, you can increase this number of chanting to 12 times. In one chakra, 12 times you can chant. I'm having an audio. I will send the audio also. The video will be produced with technical support. In future, near future, we will produce perfect videos, because all this done by one man show, it may not have quality. But in near future, I will send you with my great curiosity to impart this knowledge to you. I did myself. So I will do with some technical support very soon, and I will give you the quality video and audio very soon. In that audio, I have done 12 times. So it may take 20-25 minutes to finish one dhyana. One dhyana means it includes all chakras, including the 10th center. Now, as I showed you the Mooladhara chakra, all these things we are going to discuss again and again, so that you need not worry if you are not able to follow also. More we will study in the near future. This is Swadhisthana chakra, 6 petals, Manipuraka chakra, Anahata chakra, Vishuddhi chakra, and Agnya chakra, Guru Pitam, Gayatri Pitam, and Sahasrara Pitam or Sri Vidya Pitam. All those things we have seen. So what is the procedure? To start from Mooladhara, go to the 9th center, again coming to the 10th center, again coming to the 10th center. 10th center is the same Agnya chakra, but here I have highlighted separately for more understanding. What is this spinning like Rahu Ketu? What do you understand? This is nothing but prana. If you do pranayama, that will remove Rahu dosha, Ketu dosha. Rahu and Ketu are within us. What are they? They are nothing but Idagala, Bingala, prana. But where we should travel in the Sukshmana. All those things we will study. I hope you are able to follow. And this is the internal worship. Mahameru, Sri Chakra, internal worship. In that way, I have taken you in the past weeks towards this point. In Bhakti, we see the statue of Devi and we pray. Kamakshi, Meenakshi, Lalita Parameshwari, Rajarajeshwari. We are praying, oh Devi, please save me. We are praying. Somebody is doing some black magic to me. Save, please save, please save. Somebody is insulting me. Somebody is cheating me. Always somebody. If I lose money, it is not because of myself, it is because of my competitor. If I'm diseased, I'm not feeling well. Yesterday, I know when I started my scooter, he was looking at me. My neighbor was looking at me. So that is the reason for my suffering. Always we put the blame on others. For that only I have given you Kavacha Dhyanam. After Kavacha Dhyanam, you are supposed to do some newcomers for these sessions, Lalita Sahasranama sessions. Those who didn't attend may not know about Kavacha Dhyanam. For them, in the next class, I will tell you about Kavacha Dhyanam with a more clear video. And so, always these external Indriyas are going external. Now we are turning it to internal. How we are turning? First, we are worshipping Mahameru. First, we worship the statue of Devi. First. Secondly, we worship the Mahameru, which is 3 dimension. And then thirdly, we worship Sri Chakra or Sri Yantra, whatever you call. Then 2 dimension, Sri Chakra is 2 dimension. Then 1 dimension, that position today we have done. Internal dhyana. You close your eyes and go internally. Visualize the chakras, energize the chakras. All can do. If you are not able to raise your hands and all, don't worry. Mentally, you can travel through chakras. I will send you the slideshow, video link, everything I will send you. Try to do it. And in 2-3 classes, I will explain you very clearly. For newcomers, it may be a difficult thing to understand at this position, but soon you will understand more. And with this, I conclude a part of the Upasana and Vidya part. I have introduced Om Aim Hrim Shrim. I have introduced Kaya Ila Hrim Asakala Hrim. I have introduced Aim Klim Sauhu mantras. Gam Ganapate Namaha. Do you remember? In the beginning, I told you to chant Gam Ganapate Namaha. All these stuff are there. Now, in the next class, I will take Atma Bodha in detail about 10 shlokas. The first 10 shlokas we will deal with in the next class. And I hope this will be heavy for you. Today, I bless all of you to try this Sri Vidya mantra. If you have meditation, after getting the links, you do it, see it again. Again, you see the same link, you again see, then you can do. Some of our old students, not old students, who studied in 2004 or 2010 or so, they would have done, or if because of for some reasons, if you have missed, now you start. Now it is the time to start. Swamiji, I don't understand what you are doing, all those things. Don't worry. Just chant Om Aim Hrim Shrim. It will do a miracle. It will bring peace, calmness. Secured. You are secured. I am protected. Who protects? Devi protects me. My Guru protects me. My Yantra protects me. The knowledge of Sri Vidya protects me. You are well protected. Need not worry about it. That is one thing. And I would like to conclude this session with a real story, not story, real experience. In those days, I used to visit houses. In my earlier entry in spirituality, Upasana time, I used to do pujas at homes. People used to take me and I used to conduct Ganapati Homam and some Lalita Sahasranama Archana. Whatever they give, I will accept. That was my livelihood. Once I entered into the spirituality. By then, I was invited by a VVIP, very rich person in Coimbatore only. I went, I was taken in a very big boat car and I went his home, and after completing all the pujas, and he gave me bhiksha. After having the bhiksha, he asked me to sit for a chat, maybe 9 p.m. in the evening. We were sitting in the top of the bungalow, and he told, Swamiji, now you are seeing a richest person. That is he. But this richest person was once a poorest person. I was struggling for even food. My father was a security watchman in an estate at Ooty, Uttaga Mandalam. At Ooty, my father was a security. He is telling, father was a security in that estate. I was his son. Father was hardly getting some 200 rupees as salary. We were struggling for food and shelter. And father's owner was a Britishman, Englishman. So great, 500 acres or something. So father was taking care, but he was not paid well. So we were all suffering. Now I am a richest person, one of the richest person in Coimbatore. You tell me what happened to me, why I have become a richest person. What is the secret? Sir, how can I know that? No, no, you are a Mahatma. You can tell. You can infer and tell. He tested me. And you will be expecting that your Swamiji is so smart and he would have done some miracles. But really, I could not. How I can guess how he would have become? And I prayed, Devi, Parashakti, Ananta Kapathu, ஏதோ நம்மள நம்புறாரு பெரிய ஆளுன்னு சொல்லி நம்ம ஏதாவது சொல்லணும். So I could not tell anything. Devi didn't come for help. But I was interested to see his puja. I was taken to his puja. Then I did Aarti there. Something divine grace has happened to you, sir. It is only because of a divine miracle you have grown up in your life. That much I can tell. Using my intuition and the grace of Devi, with my grace of my Guru, I can tell. I could not guess what that miracle is. Then he narrated his story. Swamiji, one day what happened, it was raining the night time. Suddenly our hut's door was knocked. My father opened the door and we saw a saint, sannyasi, standing there with some bags in the rain. He was wet. Then we invited him and my father gave him tea and all. And he requested us to allow him to stay for a night in the garden's hut. Then next day he was about to leave the place. Then my father allowed him to stay. And when the rain and all over in the next day morning, when he was about to move out, we gave him some food. He had nice food. And then nice food means what? Some kanji or something, porridge or like that. Then he blessed us like anything. You are Punyatma, Mahatma, like that and all he blessed. And he gave a Sri Chakra to my father. See, that is the Sri Chakra. I saw the Sri Chakra. Suddenly I got inspired. It was such a perfect Sri Yantra. The Kona is very difficult to draw perfectly. That was the Sri Chakra, which made us from the day one richer and richest. It made. What happened, after that India got independence, the British fellow, the owner of the land, gave the land as a gift to my father. After some time, my father became the owner. The Englishman left the country. After some time, he also died, and my father also died. Now I am the owner of the estate. This is the story. Everything happened because of the Sri Yantra. Unless there is a Punyapala in their life, they will not gain this Punyapala, they will not gain the Sri Yantra. That is the power of Sri Yantra. Don't think that it is just a metal or some design. It has a great miracle in it. You may ask how it will happen. There is a reference in Kathopanishad. The reference is Satya Sankalpa. Devas and Mahatmas will have Satya Sankalpam. If they have Satya Sankalpam, they can bring any change in anybody's life. That is Satya Sankalpam. What is that Satya Sankalpam? Wait for one more day. After tomorrow, I will explain what is the Satya Sankalpam. All the best. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Sorry for the poor transmission, a lot of disturbance.